I don't think this hat matches. That. We'll go with that. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the channel. Hope that you're having a wonderful one out there. Appreciate you stopping on in and clicking on the video, no matter where you are. Today we're going to listen to Daryl Hall. We're going to listen to this first track, the title track off of his first debut solo album, Sacred Songs, 1980 release date. Many of you have been talking about this one, and it is finally time to give it a whirl, at least with the first track here. Some of you that had suggested this particular track and album. There's no way to differentiate since it's the title track. Edward Gregory from NYC, Artful Living Labs, Meter, MP the New Guy, Summertime Blues, JPRPH, Edward Gregory again, and Cat Dub, Paolo Samino, Robert Jewell, David Oliveris. Thank you guys so much for the recommendation. There may have been many more of you, but those are at least the few and immediate ones of you that I see. Now, many of you had spoken of this album, Daryl Hall working with Robert Fripp on here, which is kind of a cool combination. I'm kind of curious to see how this works out in here. And it reminds me of Fripp had worked with Andy Summers from The Police in another album that I have on my wish list to get to. It's my, like, what is it called? I'm Masked Advance or I Masked I or something with a mask. I don't know. So it's kind of interesting hearing Fripp working with, you know, different contemporaries at the time that, at least to me, I wouldn't really quite expect. But I'm very curious to hear how they work in this particular album. Let's go ahead and dive into the first track here. Like I said, Sacred Songs. We'll talk about it a little bit after. Press the like button before you leave. Before you even go anywhere, just press the like button. The Buy Me a Coffee is there if you want to request a song. Bump it up in the line. All that stuff. Okay, get that out of there. Sacred Songs. Here we go. Kind of Bowie-esque already. It's very Bowie-esque. Backing doo-wops. And I like that little run-on at the end too. I love that ending part. So catchy and jangly. Forgot to change this. That falsetto he does is so fun. does a little bit more than that. Okay. I can't say that that's what I expected. I'll be 100% honest. I actually expected something kind of weirder out of this. I don't know why. I mean, Daryl Hall, I mean, I guess I should expect something a little bit more catchy and poppy and pop-esque. Great singer, obviously. But I thought the addition of Fripp would like, I don't know. I thought this was going to be weirder in a good way, like weirder. But this was kind of straightforward. A few little quirks here and there, but nothing too off-putting or offsetting. I can't help but think that this sounds very Bowie-esque. I mean, very, very Bowie-esque. I can't help but think that. Obviously, Fripp has worked with Bowie as well, but I love this sound. I love the way that Hall sings in here because he sings and delivers with such range. I think those big kind of back of the room hollering and whoops that he performs, I think add a really big touch of flair to this. During the chorus, the ba ba bum da ba ba bum, those little bouncing bubbly vocals in the back, kind of pushing everything up in a little bit of a subtle kind of doo-wop kind of style, I also think is really cool. I like the way the piano and the guitar play in here. Obviously, Fripp is playing some guitar, but you also have Caleb Quay. Sorry, I don't know why I was saying Caleb. Caleb Quay, who's worked with Elton John, Mick Jagger, Pete Townsend, and many, many others. And I like the guitar in comparison and in I guess companionship with the piano because they add a nice kind of bar sound, but it's very bright and very melodic. And then the guitar solo we get is very nice in the middle. Like all of this was a nice song, but this is a strong word, but I don't mean it as strongly as it may come across. I'm a little disappointed because it was a little bit more straightforward than I was hoping. I think I was expecting something a little weirder, and I was looking forward to that, especially with Fripp's involvement. In some capacity, you know, but I didn't quite get that in this track. Now, maybe I'll get that in further tracks as we go down the line. But this one was just okay. Like, no. I take that back. It was not just okay. It was good. It was good. It's just my expectations were at a different hemisphere. You know, my expectations were on Mars, where what we got was, I don't know. I don't even know where I'm going. You know, Earth, which is cool, sure, but I was expecting to go off planet and for Fripp to take us there. Nothing wrong with that, though. It's still a good song. No doubt about that. I don't want it to come across as I didn't like this song or anything, because I think it's a great song. It's just, you know, I was expecting like something different. I like to read. I like to write. You could persuade me to put the book down tonight. Just please don't ask to be a song heroine. It's not that easy just to stick you in. Like you can't just insert themselves into this book. Oh, babe, I know you're right, but there's no time. It's not the night. Might have to face you again and again, although you know I'd like to stick you in. They're all sacred songs. They're not easily won. You know the words just seem to live on. The thoughts are sacred, though the sound is profane, but this and that, you know they're one and the same. One and the same, one and the same. One in the. I think that's how they go. I really like that part at the end of every of the chorus. How it almost sounds like a record skipping. Excuse me, the way he does that. But I thought that was really cool. And once again, really great range in the singing department from Mr. Hall. You never know how you're going to end. I start out hard and I end up thin, so thin. You waste your time, but occasionally score. But you can't tell from what went down before. Oh, babe, do you see my point? There's just no time, and it's not the night. I'd have to face you again and again, although you know I'd like to stick it in. I mean, I can't help but feel that there's a sexual undertone to this. I can't help but feel that. And what are the sacred songs? They're all sacred songs and easily won, but there's nothing sacred anymore. The thought can be profane. What does the sacred song represent? Could the sacred song represent making love? Could the sacred song represent something very personal, very introspective? I don't know. I do not know. There's no info on this particular track right there. Let's see if there's anything in here. Obviously, in the 70s, Hall had formed Hall & Oates. They produced several pop-da-da. Fripp had dissolved his group King Crimson in 74. According to the notes of the CD reissue, Hall and Fripp first met in 74. Already familiar with each other's work, the duo felt an instant rapport and planned to work together. Hall and Fripp reconnected while Hall was writing songs for his solo debut. Hall drafted Fripp as producer and guitarist. Hall wrote all the songs except Urban Landscape. which, okay, that's probably where we're gonna get some Fripperisms. And NYCNY, for which Fripp wrote the music and Hall wrote the lyrics. Okay, which was also an exposure, which we have covered. Sacred Songs was recorded in the span of 3 weeks, with most of the songs initially recorded with Hall singing and playing piano alongside Fripp's guitar work, followed by some overdubs as well. And it goes on from there. Okay, I'm curious about the rest of the album. All right, if it's good, it's good, no matter what. But I want the weird stuff. You know what? Give me the weird stuff, or something just like blow my mind, basically. Let me know what you guys thought of it, of course, in the comments down below. I appreciate you as always watching and being here. If you didn't at the beginning, pressing that like button goes a long way. It helps a great deal. The Buy Me a Coffee is there in case you have a song request and you want to bump up in line. That's how you do it. Thank you as always for being here. Appreciate you. Spend the rest of your day doing something you love or enjoy. And I'll see you later.